You're the one who cleared the rocks? Oh, that's you.
Thank you. We were completely trapped here, and I was so hungry. I get very cranky.
Have a Snickers. It's true. She really does.
Also, thank you for helping my good-for-nothing brother.
When the rocks came down, I worried about him.
I should have guessed he'd just fallen asleep.
I told you I was thinking how to get up here. I basically had figured out when this person arrived. This person. Oh. Like, I can't even begin to explain how bad this computer is. The keyboard ain't great. It's a bit spongy in a weird way. It has a gluey tendency. It likes to copy keys. I mean, the touchpad's sensitive, but that's always been a problem with these things. The screen has a weird contrast overlay it doesn't need. It has Windows 11 installed, and while at first I was like, this is alright, I'm kind of starting to wonder if people at Microsoft get paid entirely by the change list instead of by bug fixes or actual useful UX implementations. Because there's stuff here that just... You didn't need to do any of that, man. Well, this time... Oh my goodness. I can't believe they freaking died.
We can't play in the foothills because of those stupid rocks.
I'm so bored.
Wait a sec. You aren't from here. Does that mean the rocks are cleared? We're saved.
Olive. Oh, that's adorable. I love how they have their own speech. Can you color in something? Not just something. Everything. Alright. Oh, now they're bored. I love that it has a custom text associated with it. That looks great. Full of gas. They're full of fart gas. That was a zoom feature. But I must be mistaken. I found a cat. I found a cat. Jeffel. Did you clear the rocks outside of town? Thank you. My husband, Couscous, is still in potluck. Knowing him, he's paralyzed with panic right now. If you see him, she'll know work. This mountain region's a bit unstable. Volcanic gas bubbles tend to come up to the surface. They can pack quite a pop when they burst. Naturally, the kids love playing with them. I learned to let go and let them do what they will. Yeah, that's responsible parenting. Marzipan.
Ah, the Wielder. Maybe you can help me. I'm the proprietor of this art gallery. But all of our paintings lost color. So much history. Another tragedy. I was hoping to reach the Potluck Art Academy, and they're in charge of the official art preservation. Please visit there and help us refill the gallery. Today's gonna be great.
It's big mood, man. Big mood.
Seeing the gallery art without color. Heartbreaking. Maybe I panicked too much when I took it all down. But I couldn't stand leaving it up black and white. It's not always meant to be seen. I spoke with Cardamom about it since he wasn't...
Marzipan is something you don't see a lot outside of... I know that in the Netherlands, a big thing, because it's Sinterklaas, they like shout the stuff down, but like...
But it's no use. Only the brush can make new color. Since the Art Academy is the only official leader of art preservation, we can't do anything without going through them. Ugh, so frustrating. You've got to visit the Art Academy as soon as you can.
Wow. We're bucking around. Where are you, bucko? Jesus. You know, things are a bit better now that it's had like a moment to cool the heck down, but... Oh, this is a different color. Whoops. It's the least I could do, right? I may or may not be responsible for this catastrophe in some indirect or direct fashion. The least I can do is add a lick of life back to the interior.
You're the new wielder everyone's talking about. I'm Cardamom. I used to be a wielder too. Did you come investigating the Wielder Temple?
Oh, yeah, I did. Do you know anything about that?
I know lots of things. Why don't you come inside?
And then he vanished out of my life forever. Wow. Wow! No, stop. You're so gluey. We gotta do them all, buckos. I wouldn't be a kind of high noon fella if I wasn't ready to do it. It's high noon. Yeah, that's where I thought it was. I'm gonna have issues with the driver, aren't I? Because I recall that was a big thing last time.
So, I'll show you the way into the temple. But, are you sure you're ready for it?
It's just those spooky trees, right?
Just? It's the worst I've ever seen.
You've seen them before?
I don't want to scare you, but there's something which lurks deep down below. And when it rises up, there is only one thing that can fight it. And it is the brush.
What is that thing?
An ancient evil. Or something like that. Probably. Chicory didn't tell you? I'm sorry. Regular folks aren't supposed to know about this. You know, it might actually cause some trouble for the local government if they found out that the government is entirely at the whims of an ancient eldritch horror. So they told me it's bad for elections. It's something you take on when you become the wielder. Because, you know, that's a smart way to run an entire ecosystem, is to have one person and all of their vulnerabilities be responsible for the survival of everyone else, and they're not allowed to tell anyone. They'll just bottle it up and then they'll murder everyone. You know, that's the good idea. That's the good ending. But if it's too much for you...
I can do it. Chicory entrusted this to me. I won't let everyone down.
Okay. I was scared for a second there. Here it is. Paint that symbol on the door. You might want to take a photo of it to remember. You've got one of those fancy camera maps, right? Okay, good luck.
You're so much nicer than I expected.
Oh, really?
Well, the other wielders I've met have been intense.
Oh, I was the wielder.
Yeah, like, we have 4 generations. We have us, we have Chicory, we have Blackberry, now we have Cardamom. Are we going to meet another wielder? Because at this point, like, I thought Blackberry was like an old grandma. And Chicory was like in her teens because, like, you do it when you're middle-aged. Like, how old is Cardamom? Ugh.
So I've had time to recover.
That doesn't sound like a job that should be one person.
How has the wielding been for you? Are you managing okay?
I guess so. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing.
That's normal. Nobody knows what they're doing.
How long were you the wielder for?
Oh, let me think. It must have been 9...
Oh wow, it's really that short? That's a lot shorter than I thought. Wow.
It's grueling.
Yeah, if you hold the responsibility of the world on your back, like you know how Obama gets like super gray because the job of president is like awfully stressful? This might be the same thing. Like, you have the job for like 5 to 10 years, but it ages you like 50. So when Chicory is done, she's just like a walking corpse.
But, you know, it isn't much compared to my successor, Blackberry.
She was the wielder for my whole life. Yeah, that must have been like at least 16 to 20 years then, huh? Until Chicory.
Blackberry really devoted herself to it. I get the feeling she was doing it for the merchandising, but it turns out it was actually just that she didn't know who to pick. She kept beating every single one of them. She kept telling me to send more, and I just didn't know what to say. I thought she'd take the brush.
That doesn't sound all that... See, this is why you need more than one person. Like, oh great, now the lineage is broken. The Avatar is dead. Good job, Aang.
So,
Yeah. Why Chicory? What did Chicory have? Because Blackberry seems very stringent. Like, Chicory must have been amazing to get that job. How did you know when you were done wielding?
I stopped when I felt like I couldn't anymore. Actually, that's just when I started looking for a successor. So I was still wielding it for a bit after that. That was horrible. Sometimes you don't notice how horrible something is until it's over. But life is much easier now.
This job sounds atrocious. This is like becoming Superman, but you live with the constant knowledge that the sun might explode, and you have to do the most, like, finding a successor and you're still stuck. Like, I don't know how long that takes. That could take a year or maybe more. Holy crap. So you have to do this creative, back-breaking work. This job sounds like it's just destroying this world more than anything else, which, if I recall correctly, is actually the plot.
I liked it okay. Well, what I really like was drawing.
Or what do you really like is drawing.
That always makes me feel good.
You still have your easel, your brushes.
But when you become a wielder, you aren't drawing for yourself anymore. You draw for everybody. And I wanted to make everyone happy. So sometimes that was hard. Do you know what Rule 34 is? I had to draw that one. And Rule 69, and Rule 51. You know, I still know all the rules from the top of my head, because they were all on my commission pricing list. I don't want to think about it anymore. You know, you think you can get away with not drawing some of the worst kinks people might ask of you, but then it's like you're the only one who can add color, and it's like, listen, man, I'm gonna need poop brown for this, and I'm just like, alright. And it's just terrible. Like, the money's good, and I got a real nice cushy retirement fund, but like, man, I mean, furries, am I right? Cardamom, you're great. You got a real nice chair. Also, you might notice some graphical errors because the refresh rate in the screen is god-awful. I don't know, I think the screen is too big for what it's... everything about this computer is just awful. I've never had issues with Asus computers. Like, those laptops just work. This is my first MSI, and it's just a garbage fest of, like, tiny little... You shouldn't have done that, you shouldn't have done that. Oh... But I have to make it last for a few more years because I don't have the money. Let's go tell that guy that his wife's not dead. It's the least we can do. You know, bare minimum.
Is it true? Is the path to Ulysses cleared?
Yep. What a relief. I don't know what his wife says. It's been so long because... OneDrive, please. No. I hope Undertale goes better. Also, the screen is like Quad HD, and I hate it. I should have gotten the normal one! If only because it doesn't use the stupid fancy screen tech. Oh no, but no, someone's like, oh, maybe we should get the fancy one. And I got the fancy one. Ugh. Ugh. All that money spent on nothing. I don't want Quad HD. I don't know what to do with it. It's scaled up so much. I might as well have a 180p monitor. I'm just really fucking depressed about how everything of late is just not working out well. It's not the depressing kind of stuff that got me suicidal, but it's just like really depressing, you know? The kind of tiny little burdens that sit on your back and slowly strangle the life out of you. I don't want to do this for 2 years, but I'll probably get used to it. I get used to a lot. Next time I'll see if I can get the driver to play ball, and then we can do this.